Hey friends, Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. This is my favorite time of year. I love it when it's fall. It's got that cool crispness in the air. Hasn't started snowing yet, but you need the fire, to have a little bit extra heat because you're kind of chilly. I still wear shorts because, well, I just like to wear shorts. It's got to be, well, it's actually has been snow on the ground and I've been still wearing shorts. But that's just the way I am, a little bit crazy. It's times like this when you really know who's with you and who's against you. There's a song, when you got money, you got lots of friends. When they don't come around. Because everybody wants to be there for a party. Everybody wants to be there to help spend some cash. But when you broke or when you're going through troubles, that's when you're real friends, or you find out who your real friends are. Because they're the ones that are still hanging with you when you're at your worst. You got lots of people that see a pro athlete because, oh man, they got money, they're famous and everything. They're playing for the Dallas Cowboys. They want to hang with them. They want to be with them. They want to have their baby. But when the bright lights are gone, the games are over, and you no longer have that spotlight, all that fades. I found out myself in my first marriage that when I got sick, I had a flesh-eating bacteria in this knee. I had 3 knee operations in the course of a week to save my life and spent 6 months learning how to walk. Lost my job and literally had to start over. But that was the beginning of the end of my first marriage. As my first wife said, I can do bad by myself. That's nothing against her. She just wasn't ready to try and go through that kind of stuff. I know the woman I'm with, we've been through some hell and high water things, and it's been easy just to go ahead and say, you know what, I'm done with this. You handle that shit on your own. Bye. But she stuck with it because she's true blue. She is all in for the good, the bad, the ugly, all of that. And that's the kind of people you want to surround yourself with. Is people that have got your back when you need some help. And that's where we are with our Dallas Cowboys right now. It's ugly. 3-game losing streak. Oh, as they put it, you lost to Teddy Bridgewater, but everybody's losing to Teddy Bridgewater right now. Right now, what's his name is actually looking pretty good. Pretty good. He said he'd take Teddy Bridgewater and start a team. Well, right now, Teddy Bridgewater's got 4 victories. Zach's got 3. But I'm not putting that all on Teddy Bridgewater because he's got a great team around him that is fired up. But this is the time that you got to get behind the team. This is the time that they need you most. When they're winning and doing great, they don't need you. It's now when they need you. But I tell you what seems to be missing from our Cowboys. When I see on Instagram, I follow him because he's good people. Great person on and off the field. A person that I wish we had in Dallas. Demario Davis. Demario Davis leads, godly man, family man, just had another baby with the same woman. You see him doing great things in the community, and you see him inspiring others around him. You see him leading by example. You see him in that locker room celebrating and stuff. You check out his Instagram. And I don't see that with anybody on my team. I don't see that camaraderie right now where they are getting together, getting motivated. I look at the sidelines and I look like it looks like you're looking at a funeral. You have to be motivated because guess what? Everybody, all these players, some are better than others, I'll give you that. But understand, it's still the cream of the crop out there. You cannot take anybody for granted. Teams can look like they're crap one day and look totally different the next. Because that's the story of the NFL. Nobody goes undefeated. And you can look around as much as you guys want to whine and cry about our Cowboys that are 3-3 and we just lost another game. And you want to talk about how bad our quarterback played, who didn't have a turnover, only took one sack, still threw for 277 yards, still had us in the game. You want to blame it on him. How come nobody's blaming Jack on Jared Goff? He threw 77 yards yesterday. Our quarterback threw for 200 yards more. Now is the time that we as Cowboy fans need to get behind the team. I know you guys want to fire Jason Garrett, but here's the reality. Who are you going to bring in right now? You're not changing the system. It's too late. There's not enough time to change the system. You only have a couple of practices that you actually are padded practices. The die is cast. It's the guys we got right now. The trading deadline's almost up. And they've worked all OTAs, minicamp, offseason on this system. Now, the system is not bad per se. You are still getting over 400 yards of offense. If we can just have some consistency, cut out the penalties, and stop starting out so poor in the beginning, be fine. You got to believe, though. And that's the problem. A lot of y'all are just fair weather friends or fair weather fans. But when this team turns around, when they start winning, when they win the division, when they go into the playoffs, I don't want to see you guys that jump ship. They're partying, drinking up all the good liquor, eating all the chicken wings. Because you need to be a ride or die fan and stick with them, win, lose, or draw. It's Eagles hate week. And I'm going to do some hating. Yeah. Big week. We get a win this week. 4-3 doesn't look quite as bad as 3-3, especially with 3 wins in the division. And Eagle fans, I know you guys are happy. And it amazes me how strong the Dallas Cowboys are, that literally you can get your ass handed to you, but you're still happy because the Cowboys lost. That's where you got some real problems. Eagles, you got your own problems. That secondary you have, if you want to call it a secondary, and the receivers you have, yeah. Well, It's late, and I got to get up early. Thank you guys, as always, for being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. I'll see you soon.